you feel you've made most of the few days practice to get ready for games on the weekend?
Yeah, I think so. We had 2 practice days and an off day in there. Practice coming out of a day of game the other night is a tough one, but I really like the effort of the guys today and the work that we got done both prior to practice, in the meeting room, on the ice with our skill sessions, and some of the special teams work and 5-on-5 work we got done today. So yeah, we're ready to go.
When you're not scoring, when you're doing everything right but not scoring, what's your message to the group?
But just stay with it. Be confident in the chances. Be confident. Be confident in the chances that you've generated, and if you continue to generate them, your skill set will allow you to convert on those. At the same time, we're continuing to look at ways that we can get better. How can we make it harder on the goaltender? What can we do offensively to generate even more of those chances? We don't want to just sit here and throw up our hands and say, hey, we did what we could. But, the goalie had a great game. I don't coach the opposing goalie. I coach the team here, so it's my job to find ways to get us more opportunities, more looks, and ways to convert. Some of it is tactical, and some of it is, the players feeling good and getting their touches and being confident. And that's what I think 2 practice days here. We've utilized that for some of that to get sorted, and hoping for results tomorrow.
What have you thought about the way Pasha started?
Really good, very serviceable player for us. Got through the preseason, and obviously he's played majority of his time with David Kampf, and those guys have been very consistent and reliable for us. I think he's contributed well on the power play. He's shown that he can kill penalties, when I want to use him there. And he's been a big part of what's been a very successful line for us, whether it was, Engvall there with them or Kerfoot. That line, I've been giving them some difficult assignments, and they've handled it well. So it's nice to have a serviceable player like that just goes out and gives us everything he has every shift, no matter what is asked of him.
What do you think about his so far?
I think just competitive, smart players that each have the ability to drive the puck up the ice, and that's such an important quality to be a defensive player. The defensive players that I like are guys that are smart enough to be on the right side of the puck and not make mistakes, not open up the ice for the opposition. Yet at the same time, they get the puck and they're able to make positive plays to get you down the ice and get your team set up on offense. That to me is the best part of what you want in a checking line. Having guys that are really good defensively but never have the puck offensively or don't have the ability to set up your other lines. That doesn't really work, in my opinion. So those guys have that skill set, and pairing them together with Camp and Kasha, or the different guys we've had on the wings with them through camp and through the early going here, have done a really nice job of it. So we're obviously looking for that to continue.
Who will start tomorrow?
Hutchinson will start tomorrow.
What was the thought process there? Because obviously you got, it's an interesting situation with Friday, Saturday, different opponents, rest and all that.
Yeah, you really, just as we looked at it, we were trying to put 2 things, trying to get Hutchinson in a position to succeed. And we thought coming off of a practice day right into a game day tomorrow is a good opportunity for him to do that. And then on the Campbell front, as we saw when we came out of the game the other night, just managing his workload a little bit better. So day off for him yesterday, hard practice today, get himself, going again today for, that's 2 consecutive days on the ice and be ready to play on Saturday. So we just thought it made sense for both goaltenders and made sense for our team.
How valuable is a Michael Hutchinson in this organization? Obviously, it seems like he's always ready when you need him.
Yeah, he's proven to be tremendously valuable. We saw last season, when he came up in that role, did a really good job for us, won some big games. And I think he's really done a nice job of building the confidence that the organization and his teammates have in him. And our ability to have a guy of that caliber that's played in the league as much as he has as our 3rd goaltender, it's a nice asset for us to have here. Obviously disappointed and unfortunate that we don't have Peter available, but to have that veteran goaltender like that can come in, and I thought he was outstanding in practice today. He was really dialed in, and those are the kind of things that you need from your depth.
Faceoffs have always been a big part of what you do here. How pleased are you that you're off to a good start in that department again?
Yeah, really pleased, and we did expect a bit of an uptick in that. Obviously, getting Austin back helps even more, but also the addition of David Kampf we thought would help us in that regard. And then also, I think we're doing a good job, even on the ones that we've lost. And, we're really emphasizing our guys being on their toes and jumping, and we're getting a number of pucks back very quickly. Even when we lose the draw, we're getting on top of it. Our forwards are doing a really nice job off the drop, winning loose puck battles, and that's kept us on offense a lot.
The winning of faceoffs is, I think, even more important with on a power play, right? Because you don't want to lose the zone. Would you agree?
Yeah, certainly. Our play is huge. On the penalty kill, same thing. On the flip side, yeah.
The Arkells were sitting behind the bench on the first game. They posted a video that went kind of viral of Bobby Hastings with his finger on each stick in case with who was on the ice to get it to them. What stands out to you about the attention to detail he brings to his job?
Second to none. First of all, he is incredibly detailed. An example like that, it's nice to see. I did see that video, and it's interesting because as a coach, you're so focused on what's happening in front of you that you very rarely see what's going on behind you, even though it is so close. But I always marvel at the equipment manager's abilities to be ready when someone breaks a stick or whatever is called for on the bench. You can see that just how seriously he takes it, and we believe we've got the best in the league, and that was a fun video to see.
The guys are so used to their sticks these days, especially. Have you ever had to play with someone else's stick back to your days? And do you remember how that felt? If it was weird or?
I have, and it feels very strange. Some of our guys maybe are so talented, it doesn't make a difference. My stick always felt weird, my own stick. But yeah, I think generally players don't want, I can't remember the last time a player's come to the bench and grabbed one of his teammates' sticks. It's very rare. Where back when I played, it was more common that you were grabbing a teammate's stick. But now, like I was talking about, the equipment managers are so focused in and take their craft so seriously. And Bobby, as you said, is at the head of that class for me. So the players, they get what they need always, and that's really, really why we're so fortunate.
Why didn't you use this ice?
There was some sort of issues with the ice, is what I was told. That was the only reason. They're going to do some maintenance on it over here over the next few days, I believe. So it was suitable enough for us for some of our skill sessions, but not for a full practice.
Was the 6 p.m. start for you guys tomorrow your team request to try and get out early, or?
I'm not certain how exactly that came together, to be honest, but I think that is part of it on how it's going to help us in terms of the back-to-backs and such. But I'm not engaged in setting the schedule at times or anything like that. So the origin of it, I'm not certain.